For tonight's Raw, I'm going to give WWE points for effort. They tried to put on a good show. Whether they did or not is up to you. Let me know down below if you thought the show was good or not. But for me, it was solid. It was decent. It was better than last week's Raw. Because last week's Raw felt so phoned in, and it was like they didn't even try. It's like, hey, Battleground is over, so here's Raw. This week they had effort. They tried to actually give you a good show, and it showed. There were some segments I'm not going to talk about, like Los Matadores versus 3MB, Santino Marella versus Fandango, even the Real Americans versus Tons of Funk was kind of, I mean, Cesaro picking up or deadlifting freaking Tensai was pretty awesome, and the Giant Swing this week was kind of lame. It only went like 3 rotations and he stopped. Really? Okay. And then the John Cena video package. Okay, WWE, we get it. We get that John Cena is returning and you're happy. We get that, okay? But that doesn't mean we should over-promote the hell out of him and make him out to be the greatest thing to ever happen to wrestling. He's not the greatest thing to ever happen to wrestling. He's not. He's not. He's not. He's not. He's not. I respect the fact that he is returning early, or he recovered sooner than expected from an injury that was supposed to take him out for 4 to 6 months. Cool. That's really good. That doesn't mean he should get 10,000 video packages for returning 2 months later, okay? All he needs is 1. 1 is fine. Not 2, not 3, not 4. 1 video package, alright? CM Punk didn't get no video packages when he left. None. He just came back and had a match. Rob Van Dam, when he was gone from 2009 to now, had 1 video package. That's all he had. Taker probably gets more than 1, but that's The Undertaker. He's gone for a year. John Cena was gone for 2 months. And he gets 2. Probably going to get another one, which is ridiculous. He doesn't need 10,000 video packages. That's just something that annoys the hell out of me. And it's also something that makes fans not like Cena. And part of the reason why fans don't like Cena is this obsession or this obligation by WWE to over-promote him like he is the godsend of wrestling. He's not. Okay? Don't do that. John Cena is not the end-all, be-all of wrestling. He's returning early. Great. Tell us once. We don't need to be told throughout the night. Please? Thank you. That's just something that annoys the hell out of me. Anyways, the good things about Raw. The opening segment with Randy Orton and HBK Shawn Michaels promoting the Hell in a Cell match, the main event at Hell in a Cell, was good. Shawn Michaels came out and told the world that he's going to call it right down the middle, and Randy Orton, first off, coming out and owning his own hometown crowd, pretty much dissing the fans and pissing them off at St. Louis. That was pretty funny. And reminding everybody that Shawn Michaels is not what he says he is, because he has a bad history of being a bad referee or screwing people over, which, should be played up. Makes the match a little bit more interesting. And then The Miz came out and ambushed Randy Orton. That set up their match. And the little rivalry they had where Randy Orton attacked The Miz and they had to finish that off. That was nice. So they used that match to segue into a feud with The Miz and Bray Wyatt, because at the end of the match, Bray Wyatt came out just as The Miz was about to beat Randy Orton, or was getting close to beating Randy Orton. Distracted him, got an RKO, lost the match, and then Bray Wyatt cutting out some promo. I look forward to seeing where this goes. I like the fact that we're getting more fire and aggression and desire from The Miz, because that's something he's been missing for, I don't know, since he turned babyface. Before even that. It's like ever since he lost the WWE Championship, he just stopped trying. Now it feels like he's trying again, and I like that. So I look forward to seeing what this feud does with The Miz and Bray Wyatt, because the fact that Bray Wyatt is trying to use The Miz as a stepping stone should be even more reason for The Miz to get even more aggressive, to show even more fire, to show even more desire, to remind the world that he is awesome, The Beat the Clock Challenge tonight with Ryback taking on R-Truth, and then CM Punk taking on Curtis Axel, and the winner to decide the stipulation for Hell in a Cell. That was done very well. R-Truth trying to waste time for, Ryback, and pretty much lost in like 5 minutes and 44 seconds. And then the story behind CM Punk versus Curtis Axel, with Curtis Axel, instead of wasting time was so filled with pride and tried to beat CM Punk on his own, and yeah, that pretty much cost him the match. CM Punk beat him, and then he chose the stipulation for Hell in a Cell. And I don't think I like it right now, but let's see what happens. It's pretty much CM Punk versus Ryback and Paul Heyman in a handicap match inside of Hell in a Cell. I don't know about that, because first off, Ryback and CM Punk again, I don't think I'm going to like that. And then it's another handicap match with CM Punk and Paul Heyman. I guess. Let's see what happens. It could be good, but I'm not going to get my hopes up. I do want to give Brie Bella and Tamina points for effort as well. They tried to put on a good match, and it was decent. The crowd wasn't into it, though, and let me say this about Brie Bella. I think the fact that she's associated or getting married to Daniel Bryan, to be more specific, you know, it's alright. It does get fans to care about her a little bit more, and the fact that they're trying to use her to get back at Daniel Bryan does add more sympathy to her. However, her just being associated with Daniel Bryan isn't enough. For fans to really get behind Brie Bella, she needs something. She needs, I don't know, maybe show more wrestling ability inside the ring, maybe show more innovation inside the ring, more personality, you know, maybe get more of that likable attitude we saw on, you know, Total Divas, maybe some of that. But I do think the Divas match served a purpose. Tamina beating up Brie Bella pretty much makes her the dominant female wrestler of the division, and it really adds more heat to AJ Lee, who came in and attacked her, and even adds more heat to Stephanie McMahon, who organized the match. So that was done very well. The stuff with Daniel Bryan and Randy Orton was alright. I'm not too fond of Daniel Bryan getting assaulted twice in the night from behind, although I think that was the point. I'm still being honest with you. Daniel Bryan versus Del Rio was a good match. It ended with Randy Orton, you know, distracting him and harassing Brie Bella backstage. And then, you know, Daniel Bryan runs back there, and they get into the freaking room. I think it was the trainer's room, because Brie Bella was getting help from being assaulted by Tamina and AJ Lee. And then he goes in there, and they're all like, we don't know where Randy Orton went. And I'm like, you just saw him. How do you not know where he went? Really? And then Randy Orton attacked him from behind, and that was it. It feels like the WWE is trying to avoid Randy Orton attacking Brie Bella, which to me is just so simple and is a better route. Just have Randy Orton go out there and RKO Brie Bella. I get it. It's PG. So what? Randy Orton attacked Stephanie McMahon, the boss's daughter, in 2009. That was when it was PG as well, right? And he didn't just attack her. He kissed her on the lips. Why can't he RKO Brie Bella? Why are we trying to avoid that? What is so hard with adding more heat to the feud by having Randy Orton assault Daniel Bryan's fiance? You know, not injure her, but you know, it's like they're trying to tiptoe around it when it's just like, just do it. You know what I'm saying? But it's not a big deal to me. I guess it served its purpose to add more heat to Daniel Bryan and Randy Orton, which is what I want. So I guess that's cool. The main event was Cody Rhodes and Goldust taking on The Shield in a no DQ Tag Team Championship match. The first 10 minutes annoyed me because they said it was a no DQ match and they just started wrestling like it was a regular tag team match, and it annoyed me. It's just like, y'all, it's no DQ. Take advantage of it. Who cares if the referee's pissed off? He can't disqualify you. It's no DQ. You know, why don't you use weapons? It kind of made the stipulation feel worthless until the last 10 minutes when Dean Ambrose got involved. And then they took advantage of it. You know, we got a steel chair brought in. You know, we got a running powerbomb on the outside. Jesus, we got a spear to the barricade on the outside. We got moonsaults. It just went all out. The moment they started taking advantage of the stipulation, the match went out of control, and it was awesome. Alright, but before then, it was kind of like, can we get something else going on in this match? And I'm not saying the match was bad. I just feel like it could have been even better if they took full advantage of it throughout the match, in my personal opinion. But the ending with Big Show coming out of the crowd and, you know, beating up the Shield and costing the Shield the Tag Team Championships was nice. That was pretty satisfying, I'll say that. And, you know, the Rhodes family beating them, becoming Tag Team Champions, I'll get to that in a second, was pretty good. I thought that was, you know, a way to bring it full circle because, you know, Big Show knocked out Dusty Rhodes, and now he's making up for it by helping the Rhodes family win the tag team championships and get back to Triple H. And by the way, Triple H coming out and losing his mind made that moment even more awesome. I thought Triple H tonight was on fire. Seeing him get pissed off and mad and really say, you know what, I am tired of this. You want to see me be the bad guy? I am going to be the bad guy. I am going to make your lives a living hell. And then seeing him go out there and just lose it when the Shield lost was really cool. That made me like the match even more. As for Cody Rhodes and Goldust being tag team champions, I'm fine with it for storyline purposes. For me, Cody Rhodes being tag team champions, it's cool, but I want to see him in the World Championship picture. Let's get him out of the mid-cards. Let's see Cody Rhodes. Well, he was in the main event. But let's see him in the World Championship picture. I would like to see him go after Del Rio or Sandow when he's champion. Why the hell not? That'd be nice. Instead of being stuck in the mid-cards. I'm not saying Goldust and Cody Rhodes aren't a good tag team. And I'm not even saying they can't bring relevance to the tag team division. All I'm saying is, shouldn't Cody Rhodes be progressing up the card? Instead of being here, winning championships that he's already won. That's just my opinion. And I also didn't like the fact that the Rhodes family got the title shots over the Usos, who are your #1 contenders. I get it, the Rhodes family beat the Shield at the pay-per-view, but the Usos got the title shot first. And I just thought that was pretty messed up. Maybe they'll get a title shot in the future. Hopefully it's not some stupid blow-off match at SmackDown. Where the Usos fight Goldust and Cody Rhodes and lose. Don't do that to them. Give them a title shot at the pay-per-view. They deserve that. But yeah, I didn't like seeing the Usos, get pushed down for the Rhodes family. I thought that was kind of messed up. But hopefully, they get their comeuppance forward and they do get title shots in the future. So let's see where that goes. Overall, tonight's Raw was pretty solid. Tell me down below how you felt about it. Make a video response to what you do. Other than that, guys, this is my Raw review. Subscribe, like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, check out my second channel for Tributes and Match Shows. Check out my WWE Match Shows on WWE's channel, and Wrestling Paradise down below in the description box. This is your boy, the last one signing off. I'm out. Peace.